started the intro. Anyway, welcome to the channel, welcome back to the channel, and welcome to our Year 7 Maths series. And so today, we're going to look at multiples today. The last video we looked at were factors, so check that out if you've got a spare few minutes. But let's go into multiples, and like I promised, as I go along, I'm going to highlight them. Now, you might be asking me the question, well, I thought you were going in that order. Well, I thought better of it. Okay, I'm allowed to. So I thought I might as well get multiples out of the way before I then start talking about prime numbers and prime factors, and then eventually get on to lowest common multiples and highest common factors. So yeah, we're doing multiples. Let's go. So let's get on to what multiples are. So I'll be using that term quite a lot. So when I did my last video, I showed you that 3 times 4 gives me 12. Well, I can pick any of those numbers and I can then work out what multiples they work out their multiples, so I can show you what the multiples are. But when I showed you that last video, I said that these are called factors of 12. And they are indeed factors of 12. They go into 12 without leaving a remainder. So what's this whole multiples business that I'm going to be on about today? Well, here we go. From this comes our multiplication table, hence multiples, because every time you pick a times table and you are going down that times table, you are actually finding multiples of that particular number. So let's take our 3 times table, because I've got it on here. So I can go, the first multiple of 3 is 3, and that's because 3 times 1 gives me 3. The second multiple of 3 is going to be 6, and that's because 3 times 2 is 6. The third multiple is 9, because 3 times 3 is 9. You get the idea? Notice that every time I am getting a 3 and a 3 and a 3 going down here, because these are multiples of 3's. And then these numbers here telling me where that multiple is. So this is the second multiple of 3. It is 6. So let's go down a little bit more. So I'm going to go 3 times 4, 3 times 5, 3 times 6. So that's going to be 12, 15, and 18. Let's stop here for a minute and let's explore a few things. So you'll notice there that I've still got my 3's highlighted going down, because these are multiples of 3. The first thing I want you to notice is that 3 is a multiple of itself. That's really important. It's not only a multiple of itself, but it's a factor of itself. So that's something to be aware of, that a number can be a factor of itself and also a multiple of itself. Really important. And I can ask you, okay, what's the 10th multiple of 3? And the minute you hear that question, you just immediately need to think 3 times 10. So you drop down your little pegging board here. 3 times 10, the 10th multiple of 3 is 30. That's it. Okay? What's the 15th multiple of 3? Well, 3 times 15, well, that's 45. That's the 15th multiple of 3. So you can find any multiple of a number by multiplying it by which multiple you want. All right, let's talk about the multiples of 4 then. Easy peasy. Let's change color for this one. So we'll go blue. So I'm going to put it on the other side. So the first multiple of 4 is 4. The second multiple of 4 is 8. The third multiple of 4 is 12. And I'm going to stop here on the fourth multiple of 4, and that's going to be 16. All right, so again, you'll notice that I've always got a 4 here. And that's because we are looking for multiples of 4. That's why the 4 is there. And we can also see that's the first multiple, second, third, and that's the fourth multiple. And I can keep going down. I can say, what's the 10th multiple of 4? Well, I forgot to change that back to a pen. 4 times 10, that's 40. That's the 10th multiple of 4. So if I go down, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, 7, 8, 9, 10th multiple of 4 is going to be 40. Please get used to that language, because you can be asked that in a test, you can be asked that in your classroom. What is the 15th multiple of 4? You know, so immediately, as soon as you hear that, you times 4 by 15. Notice that all the multiples of 4 are bigger than 4 as we go down, just the same way as all the multiples of 3 are bigger than 3. 4 is a multiple of itself, again. But one last thing I want to show you to finish up this video, just to allude to something else that's going to be coming up really soon, and that is lowest common multiples. Now, I'm just going to touch on it now, but I am going to do a separate video for lowest common multiple. It's called the LCM, for lowest common multiple. And the reason why that is in there is because as we go down the multiples, we will find that in the 3 times table and the 4 times table, there are going to be some numbers that they share that are the same. And that can go all the way to infinity. But usually we want, what's the lowest one? What's the first multiple that they share together? And you can see that here. 12 is a multiple of 3, and 12 is also a multiple of 4. It's the first number that they share together. So 12 is the lowest common multiple. Okay? All right. So if you ever have to find the lowest common multiple and you don't know the other method I'm going to show you later on in a few other videos, then just literally go down the multiples and see when you hit the first number that's the same, that's the lowest common multiple. All right, thank you for joining me on this short video on multiples. I do hope that you fully enjoyed it, and if you do, give it a thumbs up, and also let me know anything else in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to this video and share it with anyone that might need it. Until the next one, peace out.